Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing today? TGIF, honey. Hey, Saida, how you doing, love? I figured I'd pop on for a minute while I'm finishing up my dinner, honey, and uh talk about a couple of things that I noticed that I got a good little kiki out of. Hey, Creole Butterfly, I was great talk about you, girl. I was just great talk about you, Creole. I saw your I was red balling through your live that you had yesterday with Duke Furrow and all of them up on there. I thought that was a very good conversation. I hope y'all can hear me. Hey, Miss LA. I'm fine. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Because I'm multitasking. I'm trying to get this dinner out the way. But I already cooked my fish. I am cooking some whiting fish and some spaghetti. I already fried my fish up. And I was like, well, I'm up here cooking. Let me try to go online and talk to the people. Oh, I'm glad y'all can hear me, right? So, yeah, Miss Creole, I was red balling through, and I thought that was a very good conversation that you had. Um, Yesterday it was very informative, and I just hope that a lot more people will go back and look at it. That's why I want to mention it. Hey, Burbo. And so yeah, I thought y'all please hit the like button, okay? Please share the video. But yeah, I thought that was a real good conversation. I thought that what everybody was saying was, uh, worth considering. You know what I mean? Especially about people feeling uncomfortable in certain situations, which I believe that to be true. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it overall. I sure did. Oh yeah, no, you're more than welcome. Hey, True Black. And so, yeah, I liked it. But honey, Miss Creole, they don't went from talking about the T boys making the trans men making some of the hey Jasmine some of the hetero men feel uncomfortable to child. I was listening to the now the lesbians is fighting. They don't went from the T about the LGBTQ community, the trans men and women or whatever. Now they talk. Now the Lizzie's is fighting. Now the lesbians is fighting. Now the L in the rainbow. They are into it now. I was like, what in the world is going on, child? What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on? But look, y'all, check this out. I also want to. I heard a little bit of James Caldwell's Treasure Lane's. Yes, child. Let me tell you about it. No cooking for me today. I heard that. Oh, you going out for seafood later? Well, I'm cooking some white. Well, I done cooked some white and fish, and I'm making some spaghetti. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, uh, oh, I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, so yeah. So, I want to say this. I heard a little bit of Treasure Lanes. He went live last night or early in the morning or whatnot, right? And he was talking about a conversation. I forgot to put it in my title, but he was talking about a conversation that Honest Rowe was having around her own Ness's, right? And I was like, oh, and he was like, well, let me. He was like, Honest Rowe, was around there talking, and he was happy he had center stage and let him, kind of straighten out what it was that Honest Rowe was saying, right? Because Honest Rowe was talking about the glory hole. Now the glory hole became a topic of conversation. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, when what's her name, Dimple started talking about she likes to go to the glory holes, right? Now James Caldwell was saying something about what's his name, Honest Rowe had said they drill a hole in a wall or something like that. Now I'm not, and he said James Caldwell was saying, let me explain to y'all what that means, right? But I was like, when he was explaining it, I was like, honestly, y'all, I, I guess I'm a little I don't know when it comes to the conversation. I don't know, what some people got going on, right? And he said the glory hole wasn't actually a hole. I was like, what? Cause y'all, I was thinking it was a hole for real. I thought I thought it was a hole for real. I thought it was a hole drilled in a wall too. So baby, I said, oh, it's not a hole for real. So anyway, they just honest roll, right? So let me talk fast. My battery gonna die in a minute. So he went on to explain a glory hole situation and trade, and sometime they'll be behind. You did too, Creole child. I really didn't think it was a hole. Like drill through the wall and they be on the other side of it. I don't. That's what I thought. That's what I was envisioning. Hell, he said a hole, right? And so he said it wasn't that, and he went on to explain some down low men aren't comfortable, I guess, with what it is they doing, and they'll put up a curtain for the trade or something like that, and they be on the other side of the curtain. Child, that was a lie. I thought it was a hole, right? And then he was wondering why, basically, I think the reason why James and people want to have the conversation and are interested in it is because a lot of people are like me. We really don't know nothing about the lifestyle, right? We are not in the lifestyle. We are not gay men, right? And we hear references, cause this is gay, mostly gay and black woman over here, right? And we hear a lot of references to the lifestyle, and we don't all understand what they mean. Like me and Miss Creole thought it was a real a hole in the wall, like for real, cause I did. You know what I mean? So, I learned that, right? Whew, baby. And then I don't know what else he was upset about. But then he started talking about one night stands, and he started talking about you women act like y'all don't know nothing about one. You whores act like this is him saying that, not me. Act like y'all don't know what a one night stand is, and all of this and all of that. And I said, oh, he feel away, right? Hey, blended healing, how you doing? I said, oh, he feel away, honey. He calling the girls whores, acting like saying the females act like they don't know what a one night stand is, and it's the same thing. And you go home to your man and with a wet you know what, and do the same thing to your man because you've been out, and you go home and do the same thing. Girl, there's a lot going on, right? And so, but I'm assuming, I really think that he start feeling the way about the conversation, whatever it was or however deep it got around there to Nessus. Because I didn't go back to listen to it, but I felt, in my opinion, he felt the way about it, right? So, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, women, we know that some women have one night stands. We know hetero women, and just like some hetero men, a lot of hetero men and women have one night stands. But we are familiar with how the one night stand goes, in the hetero community. And I think that when people are asking questions, James, if you hear this, it's because they are inquisitive. Because you got so much talk about when it comes to the community, the rainbow community, and a lot of us that are not in the community are naturally inquisitive. So when the conversation comes up, of course we're gonna ask questions about it. Somebody like Honest Rowe wants to share, his experiences or whatever, then we gonna listen, right? It's just natural. But yeah, we know what one night stands are, absolutely. Hey, so I just felt like he felt the way about that, right? I really did. And then after that, child, now I don't know if he made that video before or after he hit Jay Wilson's link. Cause child, let me tell y'all what happened. Right. But anyway, like I said, let me finish this off. The conversation for per the first part of my title, it went from talking about the T boys, the Trinity boys, right? And like I said, Creole did a good live. They talked about that a lot, but talked about the Trinities for a couple of days, making the people feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And all of this and all that. And all I got to say about that when it comes to people like Mr. Tulsa and and that other one over there, like if you feel uncomfortable with the situation, just cuss them out and move it right along. Okay. What I mean? You don't have to feel uncomfortable, right? Um, because everybody is deserving of respect. Just like they want you to respect what they got going on. they should respect what you got going on. That's my analysis of it, right? That's how I feel about it. And if they should come at me, and also I'm not gonna me, I don't care about your feelings because you don't care about mine. So if you come for me in a misogynistic manner, I'm gonna come at you. Okay, so it's a give and take for me. So it just is what it is. But yes, people are going to be naturally inquisitive when they are not familiar, and you get somebody like I said from the community that's willing to come up and talk about it, right? Okay, we're gonna have questions. That's human nature to have questions, right? So anyway, that's what I had to feel about the T Boys conversation, right? And child, let's talk about the oh no, first I gotta talk about Jay Wilson. So like I said, I don't know if he made that video before or after he hit Jay Wilson's link, but Jay Wilson, of course, and Briiine had a conversation. Now, I read about it back a little bit, but honestly, I was so lost in the sauce. But now from what I understand, now I don't take this verbatim, and somebody might have heard it, y'all can help me out with it. I don't know if Briiine was uh, calling his sexuality, he felt like it was demonic, or if he was saying the whole community was demonic because of the sexuality, right? But I felt like if Jay Wilson was so hyped up, he kept cutting him off and stuff, right? But I felt like Briiine was talking about himself. I don't feel like he was talking about Jay Wilson, or anybody else in the community, right? But honey, Jay Wilson got hostile. He wanted to know what Briiine meant by a demon. Is this demon passed down from generation to generation and all of this and all of that? He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't let the boy answer and all of this and all that. I mean, he was real hyped up about it, right? And so, but I never got an answer as to I think Briiine was trying to say was I was just talking about my situation. And Briiine go back and forth as to whether he wants to have a he wants to have a family or not, right? He's been talking about that forever, right? With a woman, right? If he wants to go hetero, basically or not, right? And so I think that offends Jay Wilson in some kind of way. Even Briiine bringing it up, so I think that's an issue, right? Yeah, I got. Oh, yeah, I know I'm on the well. Can I get 78 or 76 licenses? 70 something people. Hey, Lady Till. I know it's a lot of John was speaking about himself. Right, that's what I thought, Jasmine, himself and his experience, right? But Jay Wilson got offended by it, honey. He felt some kind of way, right? And so, yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I didn't hear this part, but I heard Treasure Lane. I had stopped on the red ball when Treasure Lane asked Briiine. He was like, Briiine, did I hear you say that one of your friends at the or something like it at the Sonic or the somewhere touched you or did something inappropriate to you, right? Now Jay Wilson was talking so much that Briiine didn't get to properly respond to James Caldwell's questions, right? Treasure Lane's question, right? So I didn't roll back far enough to hear what Briiine said exactly, but maybe Briiine was in his own way trying to explain why he feels like he is the way that he is. You know what I mean? And then Jay Wilson kept asking Briiine, is your mama a demon? Is your mama a demon? Like now Briiine is just talking about his own self, like Jasmine said. Why you gotta bring his mama into it? And then he started hollering, I wasn't calling his mama no demon. But see, he said, girl, honey, he was offended. He felt some kind of way, right? I was like, oh Lord. Mm-mm. That's good. What's wrong with Jay Wilson? Now he was out in his feelings about that comment Briiine made. And I just didn't understand it. I was like, the man don't have a right to think about his own experience the way he want to think about it. Why you upset about it, Jay Wilson? He didn't say you was a demon. It's very hard sometimes to have a conversation with Jay Wilson. This sure is, honey. Hey, simply me. Y'all hit the like button, okay? So Jay Wilson felt the way about that. He was really in his fifis about that. I was like, wow. Because he wouldn't let it go. He wouldn't hardly let Briiine respond to the questions that he was asking, because he was so, stuck on the comment. when Brian mentioned, I guess he felt like it was demonic or something like that. But honey, Jay Wilson would have let it go. Let me turn this down. But anyway, yeah, I heard that little part over, and like I said, I mentioned it because I don't know if Treasure Lane went live before or after he hit Jay Wilson's link, right? So I found it very interesting, right? So you had that going on, right? So y'all hold on a minute. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take that call. I am so sorry. Anyway, um, over the years, Jay Wilson has his own agenda. Absolutely, he listens half the time. Because he's so ready to react or respond. I agree with that, lady. Too. It's ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Uh, I'm me said, how you doing? Hey, Cosmic Girl. Hey, everybody that came in. If I didn't say your name, I hope I didn't miss nobody. It ain't that we got us a cute little crowd, right? We're intimate. I think Jay Wilson gets defensive to overcompensate for coming out the closet so late in his life. Yeah, even to I agree with that, and I think that he still feels uncomfortable about the fact that he is gay. Honestly, he's just now getting comfortable saying the word gay right instead of same gender loving. Right, they even had to pull that out of him, right? But I don't know what his fixation with Brian's love life is, or Tommy's love life, or Castro's love life, or Cap's love life, or whoever's love life, right? Anytime it's a love issue, honey, some romantic, issue, or even toxic issue with the boys, honey, Jay Wilson is there, honey. He is there. And like Lady Tia said, he got his own agenda or whatever, right? And he getting his feelings and everything, right? And so I'm telling you, Cosmic Girl. And so anyway, yeah, he was really upset by Brian using that word demon. And I really wanted Brian to, further expound on, why he felt. I don't know if he was saying he felt like being gay was demonic, or because he may have been allegedly, as aid was demonic. You know what I mean? I didn't, because James did ask him the question, but he didn't get the answer because Jay Wilson was acting so crazy. He was talking too fast and too much. He was just stuck on the demon word. I'm like, Lord have mercy, is he okay? See, at the end of the day, Jay Wilson is very he is absolutely acquainted with the Bible, and he knows biblically. I'm just saying biblically, what he's doing is not right. I'm sorry, it's just the truth biblically, right? And I think he's also conflicted with that. That's right up his alley. To critique how these gay men are right, right, like that. And I think part of the reason why he be critiquing it at his age is because he didn't get to, live out loud when he was their age. Like Brian age, or like KRN's age, or something like that. And I think that he feels some kind of, he feels some kind of way. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it's animosity. I don't know if it's envy, or I don't know what it is, but he feels some kind of way about, how the younger gay men, move so openly and freely in this day and age, right? So, and like I said, he did, and it's not just him. You got a lot of older gay men that probably are still closeted, still on the DL, or You know, I don't know, but in my opinion, that's what's going on. I agree with you, right? So anyway, that happened with him and Briiine. I think that Briiine is a glutton for punishment because he always, I think he like to get beat down by Jay Wilson. I don't know, but let me tell y'all something funny before I go on with the T-Girlz, right? What was the second part of my video? The second part of my can somebody tell me the other part of my oh no, I know what it was. I'm talking about Jay Wilson right now. Okay, thank you, Cosmic Girl. First the T-Girlz, now the Lizzies. Okay. And so we talking about Pastor J, right? So uh uh thank you, Lady Tigger. Child, you know I get to talking and I forget, right? So what was I gonna say? Oh, also I got a good little kiki at Trajan Lane over there when he was saying, what did he say? Oh, child, he started talking about different communities, I guess in the LGBT community or whatever. And then he said, honey, he like a woman with a whip and leather. I said, Lord, he said a T girl or you know, a woman in leather with a whip. I said, Lord, oh, thank you for becoming a new member, Virginia Redbone. Thank you so much and welcome. He said, honey, he like to see a woman in leather with a whip. I said, Lord, do he want a dominatrix to dominate over him? Honey, he said he liked the sight of it. He think it's sexy. And I'm like, well, what it do for you? I want him to go into detail. What does it do for you exactly? You know what I mean? They be throwing these little things out here, but honey, they don't be going in detail. They be stopping short. And I be having questions. And so when he said that, I was like, what in the world? Did you see that video someone did on Nika and her child? Oh my god. Oh my unbought. I saw that video, child. The unbought. I laughed. I ain't gonna lie the whole time. That was hilarious. It was very well done. I was like, bye bye. Oh my god. Hey LaShonda Allen. LOL. That wasn't what he was saying. Oh, well, who was saying? But yeah, Unbound, I seen that video. I got a good little kiki out of it. I sure did. Ain't nothing wrong with a little control in the bedroom, right, Lady Tia? But he said he liked to see a woman or a T girl in leather with a whip. I said, well, all right. Hey, Almighty Isis. He did say, oh, if you talk about Tracy Lane, he did say that, LaShawn, to go back and listen to it. He said he liked to see that, you know, like the visual. He did do a little something for him. And I was like, James, can you go in detail? What do it do for you exactly? Does it tickle your pickle? Like, what are we talking about here? Do you want them cat of nine tails on you that you was talking about? I was like, baby, is this some kind? I'm not even gonna go there, but honey, the visual I got. Oh my God, y'all please hit the like button. Y'all please give me 100 likes. Hey, number one caller, that video was too cute and funny. She did that lady Nika down smack. Child, number one caller, that video was the bomb. I really, I like that video. I like the visual. I like the whole thing on it. Okay. I was like, oh, she did a good job though. She really, so shout out to, what is her name? Shout out to, mm, Lord, her name don't went out of my head, but shout out to you, girl. That video was excellent. Uh, Lord, I forgot the child's name. But anyway, shout out to you. Somebody tell me her name so I can shout her out loud. Just say her name. I don't forget. It's done without my brain. Yeah, Palm Reader. Thank you. Shout out to Palm Reader. Palm Reader, Palm Reader. Yeah, that video was excellent. It was really done really well. Absolutely. So anyway, child. Uh, let's talk about the Lizzies, right? The lesbons. Let's talk about the lesbons. Okay, like I said, we've been talking about the men, the gay men, the hetero men. What is my title list? She wrote it down for me. The gay men, the hetero men, the trans women, and all of this and all of that there. Well, honey, this morning, now I don't know how it got started, but uh I've never spoke on this lady. Dang, I can't find my title. Oh, here we go. Um I never spoke on this lady. I mean, I ain't got nothing against her. I'm assuming she used to be a, for the most part, maybe has she always had a channel? Like, I don't know. But thank you, Almighty Isis. Uh, but you know, I don't know how she got into it. No, I seen her video, right? And I'm coming. Y'all gonna have to help me fill in the blanks. Hey, Brick Girl. And when I came in on the video, because there wasn't a lot going on, when I clicked on this morning, right? YouTube cameras wasn't on. You know what I mean? And there wasn't a lot going on. And some people, I just refused to look at in the morning, right? So I eventually seen, I looked at a couple of other videos, right? And then I came on her video. I forgot what her title was, but she was on there playing a video from a couple of years ago, and she was explaining. She was saying, talking about her journey into lesbianism, right? I was like, what the hell? So I was like, now, y'all know. Oh Lord have mercy, right? So she talking. I guess somebody must have said something to offend her. So evidently, now I didn't see this video because, honey, that ain't my world. So I guess a couple of years ago there was a lesbian panel or something like that, and she was playing the video, right? And she came up and she was telling her lesbian experience, right? She said that she had been married one time, and I think that husband passed away, and she got married a second time, you know, and she was saying, her she got married, she was happy. She was saying somebody said that her husband cheated on her, or it was an unhappy marriage. She said no, that was a lie, that was not the case, right? And then she was playing the video when she was up there telling her story, and she was saying, well, she married 15 years or something like that. But anyway, she decided to start doing her honey. And she said she always liked it. It was something about a woman's booty that she liked it. Child, and I guess she decided, I guess she wanted to live free as a lesbian, right? And so she divorced her husband, and she's now lesbian, right? Now, so this woman is in her 50s, right? Now, what I found, y'all please hit the like button. Now, what I found interesting is that let me see how to put this. Hey, Black Pearl, how you doing? Now, what I found interesting was when she said she was the she was a pastor at a church or something like that. It's respectfully M Bernadette Creole child, M Bernadette child, that the lesbians was fighting. But it started over a lesbian panel that happened a couple of years ago. You know how to regurgitate stuff around here, right? So I was like, what in the world? It made me pause and listen, right? Because this lady's my peer, she in her 50s, right? So, but honey, I guess she out and proud. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you do, right? But what got me was when she said she was the preacher, she was a pastor or something like that, right? And I was like, what? I was like, Lord, do we have a female Jay Wilson on our hands around here? What is going on? And so, child, it and she was playing a video, right? And it was from a couple of years ago. And the part I came in on now, I didn't hear the thing from the beginning. Y'all know I like the red ball, right? And she kept saying, when I came in, she kept saying, look at intrinsic face. Look at intrinsic face. I think intrinsic was up on there on the panel. We know she's a lesbian, right? I think that Demon was up on the panel. There was some other bit, but I think the panel was they said the panel was on Decop's channel or something like that, maybe. But anyway, she was playing the video, and she was playing a part to what she said somebody asked her to hit the link to share her, to share her journey or whatever, right? And so maybe it was some discrepancy um when whoever was talking about her journey, and that's what made her do the video. And but what, like I said, what got me, okay, you gay, but what got me um was the fact that she said she was a pastor or a preacher at one point in time. I got 44 likes, y'all. We on the road to 100. Yeah. Was the fact that she said she was a pastor or a preacher or something, right? And I'm thinking, so you're another Jay Wilson, right? I was like, child. And then she kept talking, and the more she talked, the more she sounded like she was a pastor or a preacher, or something like that, right? I was like, child, you over here arguing with these people, I guess because they got your story wrong, Here you is 50 something years old telling the people that you done divorced your husband and your husband contested the divorce because he didn't want you to leave him or he didn't want to leave or something. But you gonna get divorced because you now at your big age want to be a lesbian. I was like, girl, talking about something. I was happy. We wasn't having no problems. I'm like, girl. And it made me go back to what Brian said when Brian mentioned the word demon, right? I said, this is a female Jay Wilson, right? And so, honey, she just been, and before I came on, I don't know how it got started. I think her and somebody was arguing over there around it on down there in Ness's what do you call it? Chat box down there before I came on here, right? Yeah, y'all please hit the like button, child. We almost at 100 like, right? So I was just very interested as to why. Okay, you lesbian, you out and proud. So did she have a wife or a girlfriend? Like, what is the deal with that? And I'm just trying to figure out, oh, why? Okay, cause see, Brooke, it was her and Brooke. Thank you, Miss Creole. I just want to know why. And then can you really I, and then said she told her kids and she a lesbian and all of this and all of that there. I'm thinking, well, I'm confused. Oh, she was responding to VS. Okay. Okay. What was she responding to exactly, Lady Jill? Because I missed out on something. Hey, Miss 313. But I heard her playing. I seen her playing that video from was it 2023 or 2024 when they had the lesbian panel? Like, what was the bone of contention? Creole said never knew she was gay, but okay. Child, I never knew she was a preacher. Is she still a preacher or a pastor or whatever the hell going on? And if she did, just like I be telling, just like the way I feel, not personally. I have shared my viewpoints on the gay men, and not necessarily the gay men, but the action, right? And it is wrong for you to be doing what you're doing too, M. Bernadette, and you know it, especially since you was a pastor, right? Or still is a pastor, and that is why I'm calling you the female Jay Wilson. Okay. Now it amazes me that panel 2 years ago was about lesbians coming out. So it's right, right. Yeah, she said that, and she was playing that part, and I heard her story. You know what I mean? My thing is, I was like, she a full blown bulldog, ain't she? And I was like, baby, why is you this old? Got divorced. What was you thinking about? Like, I'm confused. I was like, child, I wasn't getting the understanding in that. And so I don't even know what brought the subject up, but I said, per the title of the video, child, it was the T-Girlz, now it's the Lizzie's, child, going back and forth. Oh, hey, respectfully, how you doing? Who are you to tell me what's wrong? Only God can judge. Well, respectfully, if you would like to hit the link, we can talk about it. I can tell you. You wouldn't have to type so much. And thanks for joining. And what I feel is wrong, and I'm not judging. I'm just because life lives, and I raised my kids before I came out. See, that's kind of not the point. You said, did you or did you not say that you was a pastor or still a pastor? And if that is the truth, you know exactly what the Bible says is wrong about what you're doing. I'm not judging. I'm just commenting, you know. And it's on you what you do. Oh, okay. Well, have a nice day. Now it's on you what you do. You arguing and you fussing about. Bye. Have a nice day. I don't need you here to give my commentary. But thanks for dropping down. It's the first time you've been over here. Come back again. Lady Tia said she responded to VS because she said she was lied on. VS allegedly said her ex-husband, oh Lord, beat her and cheated. And she was correcting VS. Now I heard her talking about that. She said that wasn't the case at all. She was being stalked by under new management. Now under new management is strange. Yeah, now I heard you responding, M. Bernadette, to that right there, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that you was that old and you done raised your kids. You actually, um, okay, no, I'm sorry. I don't be everywhere. It's no disrespect, ma'am. I just don't be everywhere. You can even ask Lady Chill since you know her that I don't know. I don't. I never heard of your channel. If my circle is small and if you don't come on my radar, that's why I thought you were a subscriber just starting a channel. I don't know if you are or not. You know, what I mean, it's no disrespect, but you didn't come on my radar before. I don't know. It's no disrespect, but my circle is I look at a handful of people. You know what I mean? And so, yes, Lord, she's an odd one. But my question wasn't even about what you and VS was going back and forth with and that goofy ass, what is her name? Intrinsic over there with her lame ass. That bitch is disgusting, by the way, okay? And my thing was, since you was a pastor, you was a preacher, right? She said, "Oh, I know a lot of people since 2016 did content 2017." Oh wow, I wasn't even over here in 2016. So yeah, you like an OG or something. I found the beef sector by mistake. Absolutely. Yeah, Miss O. I does not go. Yeah, I don't go many places either. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but that's awesome. I bet you know all the good tea. Yeah, under new management should leave these ladies. So why is under new management harassing you? Like, are you married now to a woman? Be well, you weren't here and I am. Yeah, no, I wasn't here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like I said, you probably know all the good tea. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what she said, Lady T. She's been here for a very long time. Hmm. Yeah, I just didn't know you had a channel. I didn't know if you were a subscriber, just starting a channel. I just never heard of you before, and I didn't absolutely. You must not been in the beef when I came over here, cause I ain't never beef with you. You and him is definitely under new management restraint. Well, under new management don't like me because I blocked her from my channel and I wouldn't unblock her. Now I kept telling her I was, but I was not because I don't like her energy. Okay. And so no, I would not unblock her from my channel on purpose, okay? Because she is weird and I don't like her energy. So she will never be unblocked on my channel. And she can keep being mad about it. Okay? That's child, please. All right. But she went on for a long time about me unblocking her. No, girl. No, I guess she done hit the hint now. Took the hit now, but no. No, honey. Nope. 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 And she don't like me for that either, but y'all know I don't care. But anyway, like I was saying, M. Bernadette, if you, I don't know, you never answered the question if you were still a preacher or not. And biblically, I was talking about biblically because I have spoken biblically about the gay men, right? So I was just speaking biblically about the lesbians, the bull divers, right? And so biblically, you being a preacher, I was just saying it's wrong. No, I was not trying to judge you. I was just saying what was in the Bible. And you know just as well as I do when it comes to the Bible that it is wrong what you are doing. Okay? Technically. And I have said that about the gay men as well. But what you do is on you. That's between you and your God. But I'm just talking biblically. That's all. But am I judging you and your lifestyle? Nope, don't care. But I just found it very interesting. I find it very interesting how these pastors and these preachers, they be preaching one thing and living something totally opposite. So that's why I was asking, is she the female Jay Wilson? Okay. I agree. Intrinsic is weird as fuck and very annoying and disgusting. Well, I mean, I just, just when it comes to intrinsic, I just feel like, You know what I mean? Like, she's very awkward. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, y'all, I found it very interesting. But yeah, they had a good little thing going today. The Lizzie's did, child, the Bulldoggers. Well, evidently, M. Bernadette and Intrinsic got into it for some reason, right? The two Lizzies got into it. And M. Bernadette, did that video, but Intrinsic did a video as well. Okay, now I did not stop in to even red ball Intrinsic's video. Maybe she was responding to M. Bernadette. I'm assuming, because she had the same video up as M. Bernadette is, and M. Bernadette was saying her name. when M Bernadette was playing the video from a couple of years ago, right? So I'm assuming Intrinsic responded to whatever it was that M Bernadette was saying, right? But I did not even click on her channel to read about through because that bitch is weird. Okay, that's just how I feel about her. Just it just what it is. Oh, and I found it interesting why M Bernadette was also playing that video. Okay, so it's a panel on about lesbians, right? Why did what's her name? No Tooth, Uppity, hit the link asking the M Bernadette lady to hurry up or something like it. I'm thinking, bitch, if you ain't no lesbian, number one, why you over here trying to dictate something? You know what I mean? She always talk, and she always the one I was talking about, Jamaican tallywhacker. So if you're talking about Jamaican tallywhacker, why you worry about what these women doing over here? I found it very interesting as well. I said, honey. But anyway, this happened a couple of years ago, the video that they was playing, y'all. But I found it interesting. I was like, oh, is there something in the air when it comes to these beefs at the streets, son? The LGBTQ community is Q was it LGBTQIA or something like that. Honey, they just they're sharing, they're oversharing. in my in my opinion. The women and the men's child oversharing, oversharing. Ugh. But okay. And one thing I don't judge people on how they live their life, and y'all know I don't. But I don't see how a woman can put her mouth on another woman when a woman knows what another woman go through every 28 to 30 days. I don't get that. Now, men, they don't understand the full ramifications. But women know women. And so if this I would really like for somebody to answer that for me one day. Probably won't, but yeah. This is a mostly gay sector, Olivia. How are we oversharing? I mean, this just my opinion. It's just my commentary. Respectfully, Emily, if you don't feel like you're oversharing, then okay, girl. The only reason I played that video was because I didn't say anything then but can't nobody tell me when to get my lick back. Oh, you're absolutely right. I found it very interesting. I'm glad it came up because like I said, first it was that we was talking about the T-boys for days, and now we talking about the lesbians. So yes, absolutely. Share, share, share. No problem. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the inner workings of the community, so I'm just learning. When y'all talking, I'm learning. Child. Did you catch the Did you catch the straight men comment at the women about addressing the trans on their back? No, what did that happen, Lady Tia? Wait, the hetero men came at the straight women for trying to have their back? Oh Lord. Really? Damn. Child, to each I think they put something in the water, y'all, or something in the spring, something in the air, or something, cause folks is all just discombobulated. It was a couple of days ago. Now I heard Noble on Miss Creole's channel talking about how Mr. Tulsa did him, and it made him feel uncomfortable or whatever. I don't understand I don't know what we supposed to do either, Lady Till. I got 50 likes. I only need 50 more likes. But the shit is strange to me, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if your feelings hurt. I don't care if you feel some kind of way. My opinion is my opinion, and it ain't changing. You a bulldogger. You ought to be shaming yourself. You don't wait till that. You done raised your kids, and you done divorced your husband and lick on another woman. And then you a preacher. You know the word. You ought to be shaming yourself. Okay? I'm going to always be a pastor. Child, a demonic pastor. You a female Jay Wilson, but I never formed the pulpit after I came out. You never formed the pulpit? Um I used to I used to share the canon with the likes of Jake Spot. Oh, see, that's what the deal is. You a follower of T.G. Jakes and Juanita Byman and all of them. Them demonic motherfuckers. So you one of them kind. Well, no wonder you don't feel ashamed. Okay? Child, TD Jakes and Juanita Bynum. Child, no wonder. Girl, no wonder. Okay, I get it now, respectfully, M. I get it. Child, I get it now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get it now. If you were sharing the canon with them, okay. Okay, you're just being disrespectful, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, M. Bernadette. I'm being honest. This is honestly my opinion. This is honestly my opinion. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not cussing you out and calling you names. This is just my opinion. And my opinion is, she said, block. Okay. Okay. I don't know nothing about your channel anyway, baby. I would never fall down in your chat, okay? Because I don't want to be associated with nobody like you. Not for real. Offline, I would never. Okay? Chat. Anyway, moving right along, y'all. So yeah, I don't know why people get upset with somebody else's opinion. If I don't agree with it, y'all, I just don't agree with it. Okay? Now, I don't agree with it. I don't think it's disrespectful. It's just my opinion. And my opinion is my opinion. And she know the word of God, okay? But if you hanging, if you sharing the canon with the likes of T.D. Jakes and Juanita Bottom and them, no wonder she's so acting like this. You know that demon done jumped off on her, fooling with the likes of them, because they play with God too. They play with the word as well. It ain't just you. You ain't the only one. Respectfully, M. That shit ain't right, and you know it ain't right. According to the word, you know it ain't right. I don't care what the world telling you. See, you following the world and you ain't following the word, honey. Okay, and you know you not. And that's just how I feel about it. I'm not being disrespectful. I might be laughing and kikiing, but I'm being real. You know, it's just worse when you get people like Jay Wilson and somebody like this M. Bernadette lady. You know, it's one thing, if you got a person out here living that lifestyle and, they're really not familiar with the word and all of this and all of that, and they feel intimidated by the true church, not the church of today, but the true church and the true word of God, right? So it's one thing you can kind of give them a pass because they're uneducated when it comes to the word and they don't know, right? But when you get somebody like a Jay Wilson or this respectfully M/M Bernadette person, they absolutely know the word of God and they absolutely know that it's wrong. But they still call themselves preaching the pulpit and they still doing word wrong. You going against the word, you know you going against the word, and you try to justify it. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, it's not disrespectful. It's just the truth. You know it's wrong. Just like I would tell Jay Wilson, he know it's wrong. Y'all know it's wrong. You know more so than anybody that it's wrong. Period. Now you live your life the way you want to. I'm not judging you or them or nobody else, but I got a right to my own goddamn opinion. And when I say according to the Bible, just the Bible, it's wrong. Biblically, it's wrong. But when it comes to the world, if the world don't think it's wrong, then I'm good with it. I don't care who you lay with anyway. But biblically, it ain't right. It's wrong. Why you running around here talking about it was something about butts? Girl, you got the nerve. They're gonna try to tell me I'm being disrespectful. Honey, you disrespecting the word of God. And if you still sitting up in the pulpit with this nonsense, you still disrespecting the word of God. It ain't gonna change just because you want it to change. And something probably done jumped off on your ass, okay, to get you to feel this way. Talking about some T.D. Jakes and Juanita Bottom. It's something wrong with your spirit anyway. You already corrupt. Okay, now go do a video about that, bitch, because you're wrong. You dead wrong, and you know you are. Okay? I ain't gotta judge you. You judging yourself according to the word, bitch. That's what you doing, you fucking bulldogger. Okay? The hell? Anyway, y'all. I don't know why she dropped down in my chat. I ain't never seen her over here before in my life. Y'all, please hit the like button. Am I at a plan? Am I at 100 likes? Black Nation of America. It just is what it is. Don't come over here and try to fucking correct me. I'm not no motherfucking intrinsic, okay? Because if you push me too far, I will tell you everything I think about it. And I ain't even said all of it, okay? The hell? Why would I tell one half of the rainbow what I think about it and not the other motherfucking half? Okay? The reason why the church is no more, okay, is because of shit like this. Because the church no longer seeks God's face. The church don't seek God's face, his faith or his face no more. Okay? Just really don't. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. You want to have a form of godliness instead of godliness. And the reason why you want to have a form of godliness instead of godliness is because you want to justify your actions. Okay? That's why you want to have a form of godliness instead of godliness. And you know exactly what I'm talking about in Bernadette. Okay? And Jay Wilson do too. That's why the church is not the church anymore. But anyway, y'all, don't do that. We're not gonna do that. Nope, not with me. We're not gonna do it. See, in your world, you got people around you telling you it's okay. You got it normalized, okay? In your world, all right. Just like even when it comes to some of these male-identified heifers around here handling these men, gay and straight, with kid gloves. See, I ain't that person. I tell you the truth. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you in your feelings. I don't care if you mad. I don't care what you think. Okay? That's a personal issue. And I'm always gonna tell my truth. All right. You dealing with a form of godliness and you know you are. Just to justify what it is the fuck you doing, you nasty bitch. Okay? The hell? But anyway, y'all. I don't like to be forced to tell my truth in that way, but if you push me, we all know what is gonna happen, right? I don't know this lady. I would never sit with this lady, okay? And not because she's a lesbian, because she is wrong and she knows she wrong, okay? She living a lie and the truth ain't in her. That's why I would never sit with nobody like that, okay? That's why. So you keep living under your form of godliness. You know what's gonna happen in the end anyway. More so than anybody else. Okay, Umberto, I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm not talking to those that don't fully understand. I'm talking to you because you fully understand. Okay. Uh-huh. God damn it. Anyway, y'all, TGIF done changed the direct. Why did she drop down in my channel? How did she even find me? Did I put her name in the title? Her name is not in the title. Why did she even come over here? Somebody must have said, "Oh, the archaeologist wasn't talking about you." You see, that's what happened when you listen to the fucking bone carriers and shit. Okay, stay in your lane. Damn. I was gonna talk about something else, y'all, cause it's Friday. Oh, y'all ready for the Super Bowl on Sunday? Lord. The only thing I'm interested in is the halftime show. Hey, note to self, how you doing? Now, I hope I didn't offend anybody. If you are a lesbian in here and you are listening, that conversation was not for you. It was strictly for respectfully M. Bernadette because she know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? That's who it was for. She should not have dropped down in my chat. I do not know this lady. All right? But if you come down here and you challenge me, then you get a response. That's what happens. I love when people drop down. If she did not want to have a conversation, I asked her if she wanted me to drop the link. She said no, she got a channel up. Good goody goody. Okay, girl. Mm-hmm. See, it's these old ones for me. My so-called peers, it's them for me. Okay. Like I said, just because you get older, it don't mean you get wiser. Okay. And some of the stuff out here on here from these old birds like me is amazing. I'm thinking, oh Lord, how did they raise their children? Like what is going on? What were they teaching them? Okay. Hmm. See, some stuff people be doing is selfish. Okay. Selfish, selfish, selfish. And you thinking about yourself first. You're not thinking about the consequences and repercussions to your actions. Okay. Hey Joe Monet. This was this was a pretty interesting conversation. It does make one think, doesn't it? Like I said, it was not my intention to offend any lesbian. I was strictly talking to M Bernadette because she dropped down in my chat. Okay. And I'm thinking she thought she was gonna check me, but you dropped down in the wrong person's chat. That's what you did, okay? That Bernadette lady was reading scripture, child, and preaching, and said God told her to do what's right for her. God ain't told her to do a damn thing. I can't stand when preachers be saying, God told me to tell you, bitch. God ain't sat down and having a cup of coffee with you and telling you do the motherfucking thing. You doing that because you want to. I hate when preachers say that God told me. God ain't told you to told you a damn thing to do. You doing it because you want to. Honey, you got free will. All right? And if you want to sin right in front of the eyes of God, you go on to sin, but you ain't got to lie on it. Because God ain't told you told you to do nothing. You told yourself to do it because you wanted to. Okay, I didn't even know she said that note to self. Because that's a damn lie. Anytime you hear a preacher say, God told me to tell you, they telling a lie. Okay? He ain't sitting down drinking a latte with you, instructing you. You doing it because you want to do it. Okay? Mm-hmm. Can't stand when they say that stuff. That's a lie. See, that's what I'm talking about. They got a form of godliness. Okay? They don't have godliness. They have a form of godliness. That's what they have. Oh, some God told you to tell you that girl. God told her to do what's right for her. No, you told you to do what's right for you. Okay. Uh-huh. I raised my kids and then I divorced my husband and I got with a woman. Now I'm a lesbian. Girl, you a full blown bulldogger. Hmm. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't like when people lie on the living word. I don't either. You know, live how you want to live, absolutely, but don't lie on the living word. That's all I'm trying to say. Note to self, you got a right to do what you want to do. I'm not judging. Hey, I ain't in your bedroom. I'm not contributing nothing to your life, but I got a right to my opinion. Okay, I don't care what you do or how you do it. She said, "Yep, sure," and she said, "Girl, I'm glad you look. If you love it, if you like it, I love it. I am happy for you. You can lick all the kitty cat all you want to. Okay, and you can love it all you want to, but it's still gross as I'll get out to me. Okay, that's your opinion, and I respect it, and I hope you respect mine. And even if you don't respect it, it's still my opinion. Okay, M Bernadette. But you know you wrong, and you know you lying, cause God ain't told you nothing. Okay, and I love this S, and I love this S. Now listen to you, but you supposed to be a person of the cloth. See, that's what's wrong. That's why we don't have the church today. Okay. Why am I in the beef sector? I've been here forever. Why are you in the beef sector? What you mean? Because I'm a heterosexual woman, I ain't got no right to be in the beef sector. I've been here since the end of 2017, 2018. This person up here above you, note to self, said, I don't like when people lie on the living word. She said, live how you want to live, but don't lie on the living word. She also said that you said that Bernadette lady was reading scripture and preaching and said, quote, God told her to do what's right for her. Shaking my head. That's who said that. Note to self said that. If you scroll up a little bit, you can see her comment. That's what she said you said. Who said that, Olivia? And at Note to Self. Well, Note to Self said that to me. Bernadette, will you do commentary on this like you did me? Who is Thrifty B? But like I said, you living under a form of godliness, and you know you are. Oh, it's VS. What? She dropped down in my chat? Well, yeah, are you going to do commentary on this? Good. I hope you will. I like you could have hit the link and told me why you. Oh, okay, so if you feel so righteous in what it is that you're doing, why wouldn't you hit the link and have a conversation with me? But you typing in the chat. That's telling me a lot right there. You know the word. You know the scripture, and you know I am not lying to you. Okay, so you go over there and flip it up and rub it down and switch it to whatever you want to. Okay, I don't care what you are. If you read a scripture from the Bible, what you reading from, the Quran or something? Even in the Quran, it ain't right. Okay, according to the scripture, it ain't right, and you know it. Now, I'm not telling you. I'm not saying it's wrong in the eyes of the world. You know, because in the eyes of the world, I don't care what you do. You gonna lick it all up. Well, good for you, you nasty bitch. Okay, you downright disrespectful. You disrespecting me. Because it's gross. And you make me want to throw up in the back of my throat. Because like I said, you know what women go through because you're a woman. You done had a baby and everything, okay? But you really disrespecting yourself. And you too old to be disrespecting yourself, in my opinion. Hey, Patricia Moore, how you doing? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Talking about something, you done raised your kids and you done divorced your husband to lick on somebody's for JJ. Girl, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay? And they're gonna say, God ain't told you to do a damn thing. And you're supposed to be a person of the church. That's why the church is dead right now, because of people like you. That's why these young people don't have no guidance when it comes to the church, because of people like you. I'm getting dragged in my chair. That's fine. That's fine, because I'm still standing on me, baby. I'm still training. I'm still standing on the word. See, I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about what it say in the Bible. Okay? You ain't in church. Well, what was you the preacher of? You said you was a preacher at one point in time. So you weren't preaching in the church? If you weren't preaching in the church, what was you doing, twerking around in over there in the synagogue of Satan? Is that what you was doing? Is that what you was where you was preaching at before? You still look better than me, girl. We ain't talking about no goddamn fashion show or the way nobody look. You trying to deflect. It don't matter if it was 20 years ago. You still know the word. I'll be anything you want me to be. You still gonna be wrong. Okay? According to the word, you still gonna be wrong. You ain't changing my trajectory, honey. Okay? Anybody can listen to her first live and hear it for themselves. I guess she said she was a preacher 20 years ago, girl, but you still over there preaching, right? Don't worry about getting dragged or telling. I am telling you, I don't give a damn about nothing about this. What this old bulldogger say? She ain't bothering me. Okay, I'm standing on the word. Like the fuck I said, bitch, I ain't the one. Okay, now I'm gonna drag you with the truth. Now you go over there and you say, tell a lie to the people. Keep telling. God told me. What you gonna tell them? God told me to drag the oracle. Okay, well tell them that, bitch. Do it in the name of Jesus. Okay. Drag me in the name of the Lord, bitch. Because you still going to be a bulldogging, nasty-ass bitch with your disgusting ass. Okay? Fuck wrong with you? Drop it down in my chat like you was somebody, bitch. You got me fucked up. You better ask somebody. I was trying to have a civil conversation with your raggedy, nasty-ass bitch. You are disgusting. You are disgraceful. You ought to be ashamed of your motherfucking self, bitch. And the reason why I say that is because you know the word of God. Okay? You know the word. And then you want to change it. That's the difference between having a form of godliness and godliness, bitch. And you know I'm telling the motherfucking truth. Okay? That's what's wrong with the world now. That's why there's shit bitches like you. Okay? That's why the world upside down. That's why these young people think they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. I ain't projecting shit, bitch. I'm telling you the truth. And you know I'm telling you the truth. And that demon in you, bitch, don't want to hear the motherfucking truth. Okay? I got a husband, bitch. I've been married for coming up on 30 years, bitch. Okay? And I ain't never thought about licking over JJ, you nasty, disgusting bitch. Because I know what go on down there. All right? Hell wrong with you. And I'm offended by you saying I'm projecting what? Ugh, bitch. Well, my kids, the Lord didn't bless me with none. But I have a whole lot of nieces and nephews. He blessed me with them. He sure did. Okay? And for the fact that you shit out some kids, you really ought to be shaming yourself. Okay? See, I got a whole lot of kids. I just never had none out of my JJ. But my sisters had them for me, bitch. That's where my kids are. Uh-huh. Yeah, her and Jay Wilson. I told y'all she the female Jay Wilson. Uh-huh. Because you ain't a lesbian. Why would I be a lesbian? Absolutely. Why the fuck would I be a lesbian, you nasty bitch? Okay. I want to live no ma'am. No bye. Fuck wrong with you, you stupid bitch. You nasty ass old bitch. Like I said, some people get older, they don't get fucking wiser. Okay, and this bitch is a reprobate. Bitch, you are a reprobate, bitch, with your insufferable, disgusting ass. Come over here trying to, girl. Ugh. Miss Olivia, good afternoon, my raiders. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And like I said, I wasn't talking to nobody but this bulldogger right here, okay? I'm not trying to offend no lesbian, right? But this bitch, she know the motherfucking word. I was talking about the word. I wasn't even necessarily talking about the lifestyle. I'm talking about the fact that you used to be a preacher, okay? You know the word. You said you shared the canon with T.D. Jakes, and of course, she gonna be a twisted bitch and all of them, so you know what you're doing. Biblically, it's wrong. According to the word of God, it's wrong. Now, I'm not talking about the word of man. I'm talking about the word of God, okay? And it's wrong, biblically. Now, I don't care how you live your lifestyle. That's on you. I'm bothered by you trying to come for me, bitch, in the comment section when you know I'm right, okay? That's what I was bothered by, you nasty, deplorable bitch. Okay, now I ain't got nothing to do with whatever else you was talking about. Okay? But this right here, bitch, this is what I'm talking about. Respectfully pushing a baby out of your lady parts doesn't make you a mother. You're absolutely right, Yolanda. That stuff don't bother me, girl. That don't bother me when they say that. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Or being a mother or father takes a whole lot more than that. You got that right. Because, honey, if it didn't take more than that, Yolanda, most of these kids, you got a whole bunch of grown people walking around right today with a whole lot of childhood motherfucking trauma, Yolanda. So I absolutely agree with that. Uh-huh. That's why she know the word. And she trying to justify it. Okay? She trying to justify the fact that she is wrong and she know it. Okay? What happened, truth, was she tried to come over here and challenge me and she got the wrong motherfucking one. That's what happened. Okay? They love the them demons know the Bible better than us non-demons, okay? So yeah, she knows. She absolutely know what I'm talking about. Okay? The fuck? But don't you ever think you can come on here and challenge me about something like this, bitch, because it ain't gonna motherfucking work. Stay in you bitches don't never stay in y'all motherfucking lane. See, that's the goddamn problem. I'll be over here doing my commentary, y'all. Okay, even if I'm talking about you or not, bitch, you ain't got a motherfucking drop down, bitch. If you disagree with that, you got a whole motherfucking channel to do your own goddamn commentary on. It's called content, bitch. Okay, but don't you ever come down here and try to think you gonna challenge me, bitch. Okay, because it ain't gonna motherfucking work, or You fucking bulldogging ass bitch. Bitch, fuck you. The fuck? Anyway, she was emotionally preaching today. Child, I heard that bullshit. Uh, one of the reasons why she was reading from the Bible, hello, because she was called bisexual instead of lesbian. Hell yeah, she bisexual. She'd have had dick up in her. She'd have had a baby. Okay. She had pain, married pain, and got pregnant by pain. What would you call it? I see that as bisexual. I agree. You listened to Wilson last night, the way he did Briiine. He was stuck on that. You sure is a true bull dagger, bitch. You didn't lie about that. Fuck wrong with you? Hey, Lynn Mars. Olivia, did you see Nazi and Lincoln High? No. What? What you? No. Child, I don't know if it's a troll. I might have to get it out of here because I don't know if this about EU or whatever that is. Ugh. Your ownership. You are. Child. Thanks for listening. I quoted the Bible. Now, oh, you quoted the Bible, not read it? Okay. Child. The devil can preach and speak in tongues and do it all. You got that right, Patricia Moore. And she know it. Okay. That's why I came so hard on her. All right. The word of God is the word of man. Who do you tend make up the hundreds of gods throughout history? I'm talking about the one true God. I'm not talking about Lord G gods, okay? I'm talking about the Almighty God. I'm talking about the one true creator. That I'm not talking about them Lord G gods. I'm not getting into that shit. I'm talking about the one true God. I'm talking about the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Everything else, every God under that is a Lord G God. Okay? That's why the Lord says, there shall have no other God before me. He talking about them Lord G gods. That's exactly who he talking about. Okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, Lolo. Mm-hmm. Note to self, she said you misquoting her. Oh, you not a troll? Okay. You having such a good time. I'm having a good time too, bitch. Why you didn't hit the motherfucking link so we could talk about it? It seemed to me like you weak, bitch. Okay? You said you been in the beef sector forever, bitch. You know what the fuck it give. Hit the link. You want me to drop it? But you love to type, right? You can't face the righteous, can you, bitch? Huh? But you can type it, can't you? Uh-huh. There is only one true God for me. Come on, that's right. One true. The Almighty. Okay? Yeah, weak. You know how we do it over. She said she been over here since motherfucking 2016, truth. Why the bitch won't hit the motherfucking link? The fuck? There were gods invented long before the God that the British. I'm not talking about that bullshit, Nurse Noreen or whoever you are. I'm not getting into that. No, I'm not. That's not what we're talking about. You wrong day. If you want to come back and talk about that another day, honestly, we can talk about that for real on some real ish. But today ain't the motherfucking day, cause M. Bernadette know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. We ain't talking about what you talking today, okay? You know what to give. Go to your own. I am on my own channel. Never hit a link, girl. I don't hit a link. I hit links every once in a while. Uh huh. Chat. Mm-hmm. Hey, CC. Be sick to 101. Stay on your own. But okay. 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 Stay on your own. You talking about you idiot. I don't even know who she talking to or what she talking about. I must have missed some stuff. But anyway, I really hated to M Bernadette, I really didn't even want to have to go there with you. She says, Bernie, you asked for me to drop my link today. Oh, so you asked Thrifty B to drop her link today, but you don't want to hit my link? That's very interesting. Hmm. That's right, not today. Not today. But I really want you to I wouldn't mind having that conversation with you, Nurse Noreen. It's just we ain't talking about that today. We talking about this bulldogging ass bitch right here, okay? Check. Oh, you asked her to drop the link because you like her. Oh, okay. Well, I ain't mad at you. Mm. We talking about the Lord of Lords, right? And the King of Kings. There is um, nothing before, of, above God. Absolutely. Weak bitches. You know how it is, truth. Weak bitches. You know how I think about them anyway, right? Child. Child, M. Bernadette is just looking for. I think she is looking for a moment, and maybe she want to beef. But see, look, bitch, if you want to get some more views on your channel, bitch, or even some more subscribers, bitch, you should have hit this motherfucking link so we can go back and forth about the word. That's what you should have done, and more people will get to know you. See, you hustling backwards, bitch. You can't even motherfucking do that shit right. But yet you want to come over here and try motherfucking me, bitch. Oh, are you okay? That's all I want to know. The fuck? Anyway. Mm. The fuck? I'm gonna drop this link in case anybody got something to say. Now we know. Oh, I gotta get the link first. Hold on, y'all. Now we know M. Bernadette ain't gonna hit the link. Why? Cause the bitch is weak. Okay? Talking about God ain't told you to do a damn thing, bitch. Your own self told you to do that. Okay? Now that's what sent me over the edge. Cause I can't stand when people say, yeah, right. She another Jay Wilson. The Diamond never says the birth of honey. No, no. We're not debating the word because me and you know exactly what the words say. Okay, we debating your actions, bitch. Okay, we debating how you trying to justify it. We debating the fact that you trying to have a form of godliness, bitch, instead of motherfucking godliness. Okay, that's what I want to debate. Okay, I, I was disgusted by a commentary how she's so lesbo and managed to marry to child, right, Monkey Pop child? Cause a bitch will go to her own channel, muzzle net. Well, go to your own channel, you bulldogging asshole, and do your thing, bitch. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. I think she is angry. I don't. She typing in caps, y'all. I don't want nobody over here that is a bigot. Oh, am I a bigot, or do I just have an opinion, M. Bernadette? Am I a bigot, or do I just have an opinion, honey? Mm. Hey, Sharika. Hey, precious moments. Am I a bigot, or do I simply have an opinion? Mm? It ain't my fault that you don't no longer seek the true face of God, bitch. That ain't my motherfucking fault. Okay. Yeah, you a dyke. You a dyke. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I'm disgusted, but I ain't mad. Honey, you live your life. Guess what? That's between you and your God what you do. Okay? I'm just simply speaking on how you try to manipulate the word. I've had this discussion about Jay Wilson before. It ain't just you, honey. I ain't mad. I'm passionate. I'm not mad. I'm passionate. Because I can't stand when motherfuckers come around and manipulate the word. Like I said, that's why the community, that's why the church is no longer relevant to the community anymore. Because of demonic entities like you, bitch. Okay? I am not mad. I am very disappointed. Now, what you do in your personal life, that's your business. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got to pay for it. I ain't got to lay with you. But I'm simply talking about the word and the fact that you try to manipulate it. You said you was a preacher and you know that it's wrong. Biblically, according to the word, it's wrong. Now, I'm not saying according to the world, but according to the word, it's wrong. And you know it. Oh, you didn't get me off my square, girl. I got you off your square because you are not answering any of my questions. Okay? You are trying to deflect. Okay? That's what you're trying to do, bitch. But you're not deflecting away from the situation. Okay? Mm. You was talking about me, and didn't know. No, I didn't know. I didn't know you was there. But thank you for dropping down. I've never spoken to you before. Uh huh. She said them demons that took over. Them demons that put child. That's right. They done took in the pulpit. They sure have. I don't have. I don't have to. Yes, right. You got a channel. Who is this? Let me. Oh, let me see. Is this Briiine for real? Hold on, Briiine. Let me put my thing up. That's right. You got a channel. You have every right to rebut on your own channel, man. But my opinion is my opinion, and it ain't changing. Like I said, you're wrong, and you know you're wrong. Okay. Mm-hmm. Bitch. Is this
Hey there.
Brian?
Hey there, Livy. What's
This
going
Brian?
on? What's going on, Sister
Hey,
Soldier? How
hey,
you doing?
man. Hey, how you doing?
No, I'm doing good. I can't complain.
You a mess. Yeah, I was talking about you earlier, Brian, because I was wanting to know about that. Why you and Jay Wilson got into it about that demon comment that you made? Because I couldn't scroll back far enough to hear exactly what you said. So I was trying to ask the chat if they knew about it. You know what I mean? But and
Okay.
then I started talking about this chick, this bulldogger right here. That she do I will do all this typing, but she too scared to hit the motherfucking link. And I had to go on and cuss the bitch out and drag the hoe. Okay. Cause she
I
had the
was,
nerve to buck me. I can't stand for nobody to buck me. Bitch, you ain't a big enough dyke to buck me, bitch. I don't know who the fuck you thought you was. The fuck?
I, I was listening in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking to myself, that's the reason why I came up here.
Mm-hmm.
That I was thinking to myself, this is not beef sector. Everybody wants to, pay their tickets and get on in and and come in. But
Mm-hmm.
once you're in, you're not doing what it is supposed to need to be done. She's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be up on this link, and there's supposed to be 500 people in this chat because y'all are having an adult conversation, dragging each other, talking to each other, whatever's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to have been and went down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it's a lot of pussy behavior around here.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to just come and say that because the old beef sector, if you got two people in the same room and they're talking to each other, why all this typing? Hit this link and let's talk about it.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just sitting up here waiting, still waiting for her to hit the link. Hit the
Me
link. I mean,
too. Bitch, hit the link. She got so much she battle in the chat. That's why I'm like, bitch, hit the link.
and I
Let me
don't.
drop it again. I'm like, I'm confused. Ain't that what we do in the B sector, right?
Yeah, I don't have
The
no
fuck?
problem. Hmm.
Brian, she said she been here since 2016, so she know how it work, right?
Well, I mean, this ain't how it works, ma'am. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching a different beef sector, but this is not. We know for. I'm not even trying to be fun. I'm not even trying to be funny, but we're known for Thunderdomes, getting on the same
Thank you.
chat,
Thank you.
talking, cutting up. But bitch, what you
Thank
said? You said what? What? Well, let me hit this link and let me try to check you. Okay, like
you.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see.
this ain't no 2016. Now, I came in 2018, late December 2018,
Mm-hmm.
early 2019. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know what was going on in 2016, but
I
that ain't
don't
got
either. I
nothing.
wasn't here, Brian. I wasn't here in 2016. I wasn't here. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but you best to believe Brian was here, whether I was Brian the songwriter or any other
Right.
name or
But see,
channel.
Brian, when I came over here like you, right? I came over here, it was motherfucking beefing, right? VS was
Yep.
over here. Everybody was out.
Boss Lady,
Everybody
New
was beefing.
Jersey.
Fly Babe, Jay
Hmm.
Wilson, motherfucking
L Teddy.
Sean Bradley. Uh,
Okay.
everybody was beefing.
Everybody.
The beef was organic. It wasn't no play. It wasn't no
Yeah.
fucking storyline. It was just motherfucking beef. Okay, if
Yeah.
you stepped in the ring, you had to hold your motherfucking own.
And
Truth
get
know
the
I'm telling you the
swinging.
truth. And
Male
get
or
to swinging.
female.
So if she was over here in 2016, then she know what the beef sector, right? She know what the beef sector about. You hit the link, bitch, and then it used to be you had to make video after video. I guess she's still in that era, right? She don't want to hit the link, but she want to make a response video. Bitch, ain't nobody got time for that shit. I don't even have the patience for it. Bitch, hit the motherfucking link.
Oh, and you know what? I ain't never knew about this lady, but you say that the lady's a
She's a
lesbian, she
lesbian.
said.
She a bulldigger. She a bulldigger ass bitch.
Child.
They say she's 60 years old. She said she liked to lick. I said, well, bitch, do you?
Oh,
But
wait.
my issue wasn't even with the lick. She said she was a preacher, right? And she said she used to share a cannon with the likes of T.D. Jakes and Juanita Bynum, right? So
A
she said she
preacher.
was married for 15 years, and then she decided she wanted to divorce her husband after raise her kids, become a lesbian, right? And so I'm saying, according to I didn't say according to man. I'm saying you a preacher, so you understand what I'm saying. So according to the word of God, you're doing wrong, right? And so she want to turn it all around. I said, oh yeah, this is the female Jay Wilson. I said, not according to the world, but
Ah,
according to the word. Okay,
you said a female Jay Wilson. Is that
a
a possible?
female, a female Jay Wilson.
Oh my God! Because I thought he was the female Jay Wilson, but okay, but go ahead. My bad. I
Well,
might have had it wrong.
another, and look, and another one. I don't know. You might have
Uh,
been, yeah, but the bitch is scared to hit the link. 102
mm,
like. Thank you, Almighty Isis. Thank y'all so much. But let me ask you this, Brian.
yes,
Honey,
ma'am.
you got him off his square last night when you mentioned the word demon. Can you tell me how you referenced the word to the point to where he go off?
Well, I know I heard you say that you read ball, so you didn't watch the beginning, but so let me just
Yeah, I
quickly.
watched the beginning.
Okay, so I don't mind telling you what happened.
Thank you, baby.
So
Thank
yes, ma'am. So, what had happened was they was talking about, gospel singers that are gay, the Davis sisters, and all these other people that they was. It was an interesting conversation. I went up there to big up that because I looked them up and I found me some new music to listen to and things. It was just a good conversation. I
you.
went up. Well, I was in the chat and he kept saying my name and he kept trying to antagonize me, which he was joking. And I was like, okay, well, so he said, nigga, go to bed. So I'll hit that link just to let him know, ain't nobody upset or nothing like that. And it was just supposed to be like a little fun interaction with the panelists. And somehow or another, let me tell you what happened. So then I brought up our prior conversation about how Donald Trump passed that. Now this might be the only good thing he do because he is looking out for the women. We got to admit that he's looking out for the women on this. This might be the only thing he does. I know a lot of people don't like him and stuff like that, but when you get something right, you get it right. In my book, I don't care what you are.
Mm,
I sat up there and I asked him, and I think that he got mad because I was trying to make that point that he don't huff and puff when it's time to fight for the women, let alone the
mm,
black women. He don't get the huffing and puffing, but he get the
mm,
huffing and puffing when somebody say something about a transsexual or about
mm,
gay rights and all this stuff. He get all mad and angry and stuff like that. I simply went up there earlier in the day when I was dragging Briiine on this channel and I asked him, how do you feel in your mind as because I wanted a specific answer to see if he would huff and puff for the women. Here he
right.
come with a diplomatic answer. Well, I got to do my homework on it and I got to do but anything else if it's men going into trans rights and this and that, he's an advocate. He's the forefront at the front line, rioting, for the trans and gay rights. But
Mm,
when it's time to protect the real women and their rights, that they had to have people like Barbara Jordan and Susan B. Anthony and all these other great pioneer women that I learned about in my history class when in my college class about the U.S. and how women had to fight for their rights.
mm,
Then people go on mute. So he's mad about that. So I
mm.
brought that up. I brought that up again last night when I hit that link. To make a long story short, I brought that up, and he doubled down on him needing to learn more. But everything about it. About the eggs
Well,
being. Man,
somebody try to,
what happened
somebody try to, uh, uh, show me a Peter.
just now?
Yeah, I banned him.
Oh my
Lord
God,
have mercy.
that's probably inburnt. Well, that's probably somebody trying to retaliate against you. That's all it is. Was it a
Child.
man? It was a man, or it was like a phone.
It was a Peter, and then Tulsa's picture came up after that.
Nah, nah, they're trying to set you. Nah, they're trying to set you up.
Mm-hmm.
No, to make a long story short, though, I was trying to prove that point that he wasn't fighting for the women because if you claimed, Anyway, I was trying to prove that point that he doesn't go up for the women, but he go up for them
Right.
gay people and them trans people. And anyway,
Uh-huh.
so anyway, he took that, and then so I got the saying last night. I said, "Oh Jehovah," I said, "Jehovah, I don't want." I was just being funny. I said, "Jehovah, I don't want to be gay no more. I'm about to start transitioning." I was just joking. This
Mm-hmm.
man, I should never said that because
He
he
lost
takes.
his shit, didn't
Yeah, I never
he?
listen, Miss Olivia. I don't care what no gay man got to do or what they want to do. Do it. I'm not part of your community, and
Right.
you're not gonna put that on my back. If I say
Right.
something is demonic and I feel that way, far as my experience, then that's what it's
Okay, now
gonna be.
stop right there. What did you what that's what that was my question. What was you saying about the community that was demonic to you? Cause see, I know that James Caldwell got up there and tried to ask you that question, but Jay Wilson was so irate by this time that you couldn't even answer. But what was it that you said specifically pertaining to demonic?
Hey, Miss Olivia, hold up right quick.
Okay,
Hold up right quick. Give me 1 second.
okay. But yeah, y'all, somebody tried a poem by me, y'all. Like I was just gonna let them up without putting up a banner or anything. Ain't that something? It's ridiculous. Mm-mm. It is crazy. I see M Bernadette still down there swinging, y'all. I think she is wanting a moment, child. I don't know, but all she had to do was hit the link, child. She can still hit it if she want to, cause she
Okay,
was
I'm back.
typing. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, my bad. I didn't realize you was talking.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
not.
that
I
lady.
was just waiting for you to come back. Go ahead on and answer the question, baby.
That lady is declassing the beef sector because this is not how we get down out here.
It
And
is
people,
not.
and, listen, and people gonna start thinking we some punks. Now next
Okay,
she
let
gonna
me
get
make
to
you a
dragging
punk.
me. I mean,
Okay,
she
go
gonna
ahead.
get to
All
be
right.
dragging me. Well, I don't know, ma'am. I'm just telling you the truth. You're
Okay.
declassing it.
Okay.
But
Make
see,
yourself look
um,
bad.
well, I said, I mean, this is the same argument we done had 1,000 times. He is the one that gets. This is weird, Miss Olivia. For
Mm-hmm.
someone who says that this is only the beef sector and you shouldn't get attached and this and that, how you gonna
Mm-hmm.
bring up somebody, mama and this and that, and you mad
I heard
because
that. Why he was
Chuck,
asking you was your mama demonic? What the fuck he mean by that? Disrespectful, bitch. You don't hear
Lord,
nobody saying that about his mama.
asked if my mama was a lesbian. I was just sitting up there. I was like, Pastor, like you're really emotionally involved. So you are now proving the opposite of what that you of everything that you say 10, 15, 20 times a day per live. That
Mm-hmm.
this was just YouTube and this and no,
Mm-hmm.
you no, it's not just YouTube because you are some type of advocate for this community. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, gay or not, I
Oh, wait a
came.
minute. I know what you was talking about. You was talking about, and Carol agree with you too, and I also agree when they was talking about how trans women shouldn't be allowed to participate in women's sports. I absolutely agree with that. Trump did get that right. Because biologically, even though you are a trans woman, even if you have transition, you still are physically stronger than a woman. It is in your
Absolutely.
biological makeup. See, the reason why men are stronger than women is because they're supposed to be hunter gatherers and they were supposed to be protectors,
Yep.
and that is the reason why they are biologically stronger. That is the reason for testosterone. Now, women have testosterone, and they have estrogen, but men only possess estrogen, and their bodies are physically stronger. They are supposed to be because historically and ancestrally, you are the hunter gatherer, you are the provider, right? The
Yep.
female bears the children, and you go out and hunt and gather, and take care and protect the home. That is the reason why you are biologically stronger. It don't matter if you get titties or not. You still are biologically stronger, and you will forever be. So I do
Okay.
agree that trans women should not participate in biological women's sports, because they have an advantage.
I didn't realize King Roman talked about this. Maybe
Yeah, he talked about it.
I didn't. I'm about to go back and watch his replay. I
Hmm.
mean,
He talked about it on his King Roman news channel, not on the King Roman on Go channel. He didn't talk about it on that one, but he did talk about it on his news channel, on the King Roman news channel. And he
yeah,
agreed with that, and I agree with it too. You know what I mean? Because they have an advantage. It's just like, if why would I want my niece to play high school football, with my nephew? She would get tore up. My nephew is a big boy. He over 6 feet tall, and he has
Yeah.
come home with bruises. He's had to go to therapy, physical therapy, and everything else because he plays football. They will crush a woman, a biological woman. So she couldn't compete in that arena with those men. Do you see what I'm saying?
But in
And so,
her arena, she might excel as the
right,
top of her
right,
gender. She might,
right, absolutely,
so
absolutely, absolutely.
she's
I have
allowed
a,
to
I
have.
have now my niece. She is 15 and she plays. Don't take away a black card, but she plays rugby, right? And rugby is, a form of you know,
Yeah, I've
female
always wanted to play
football is what
that.
I call it. Huh?
I've always wanted to learn how to play that. Like, all of a sudden, you hear people talk about it on TV.
Yeah,
Rugby.
don't
I
take
don't know
away
what it
don't take
is.
away a black ball, our black card, no, but she plays there, right? It's female
Yeah,
football, basically, in my opinion, right? And so, but if a man should come in and try to play that sport with her, they don't wear helmets or anything, right? And he
yeah.
would crush, he would run all over those girls, that
Hmm.
wouldn't be fair, And so, yeah, it is a rough game, right, Yolanda? But she played with the other girls, and so,
Yeah.
yeah, and
But
so, yeah, but
but
yeah, I
Miss
remember
Olivia,
that.
I just want to say that
Let me see.
that
Hold on
argument
one
is
minute.
getting. Yes, ma'am.
Hold on a minute. 1 minute. Let me see if it's this Cartier. Is this you, Stunner?
This is me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing? Let me take that
Oh,
off.
that's Yao Ming. That's Yao
No,
Ming. Is
no, no,
that
no,
Yao?
no. No, no, this is Stunner Cartier. No, not Yummy.
Oh, you sound like him. Wow. I
Yeah,
wonder how
we
y'all.
both
I
we from
wonder
the
how you
same
doing.
state. Yeah, we from the same state, so people say we sound alike.
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing. I hope he's well.
I
Hmm.
don't care.
Oh wow.
Anyway, what's
I'm gonna
going
let
on,
y'all
Stunner?
finish. Good afternoon, Brian. I don't know you, so I do want to introduce myself, and I don't want to dive into your business, but I want to say I
Hmm.
respect how you handled the end of it because I was listening to the live last night, right?
Hmm.
And Jay Wilson had left. I mean, James Caldwell had left up out of there in disgust because they wasn't allowing you to get a word in edgewise. And to be 100% honest with you, bro, I think that he likes you in a different kind of way. I think that he gets very uncomfortable with the idea of not being able to control your decisions and your thoughts,
Oh
and he
wow.
held on to the whole I guess it was the demonic word. He held on to that for dear life to try to use that as an excuse because we had literally watched this man, Mr. Emotional Intelligence, who's so much more intelligent and doesn't do anything that we do in the beef sector, crash out over and over again. I had seen Brian beg this man one time when he was talking to Honest Road to get off the chat and leave me alone. And he couldn't, he didn't have the willpower to get off the chat. It took Duke Farrow and Deanna Irvin to come through and get him off that chat. So my question is,
Oh
if
wow.
you're engaged, yeah, if he's engaged to be married and he's so
Check
happy
it
with
out.
his significant other, my question is, how is it that the presence of Brian really touches him in his spirit? Because the last thing Brian said, and I'm so proud of you, Brian. Brian said, I'm gonna be the bigger man about the situation. This is when he ethered Jay Wilson. He said, I ain't come over here to do no Thunderdome. I asked you a million times if we can actually have a question back and forth as men. Jay Wilson is not capable of having a conversation with an adult back and forth. He's not able to accept somebody else's perspective, opinion, and if they have a different answer than his, particularly for Brian, he totally loses it. I was surprised to see him crash out and then lie, and then Vivian, whatever that lady name is, the bald head one, then she come down caping and she tried to cut Brian off when he was telling him, you talked about my deceased mother and you keep bringing her up. And that's the issue. He's crossing the boundaries. You keep talking about that man mother to try to prove a point because you can't control his thoughts because you really like him. And that's what I see.
I see that too, Stunner. I really do. I see that too. And I heard him kept referencing Brian's mama said, "Is your mama demonic? Is your mama?" I mean, he wouldn't let him talk. He wouldn't let him respond. I was like, "Oh my god," And I was like, "Oh, Jay Wilson done crash, like you said, crashed out. He was losing it." And I was trying to ask Brad. That's what we was talking about. What was it that Brian said specifically that sent Jay Wilson over the edge? Hey, Miss Toby. Hey,
Brian didn't
everybody
say
that came
nothing.
in.
Brian didn't say, I ain't trying to speak for him, but there was another lady that was on the chat that told Jay Wilson. She said, Brian did not say that all gay people are demonic. He was talking about himself. Then James Caldwell said the same thing, but James got frustrated and clicked off the link because at that point, he wasn't even trying to accept the fact that he wasn't calling everybody demonic. Because, see,
Mm-hmm.
if that lie would have got out there, he wouldn't have had no excuse to explain away why you going crazy on this man because you
Yeah.
attracted to him.
Yeah, that's what I think. Absolutely.
Oh no, he's definitely
Absolutely.
attracted to him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that Jay Wilson is very pompous. He's
Mm-hmm.
very arrogant. He's very hypocritical, and it's very hard to like him. When I click
Yes.
on his link, I don't really get that energy. So he was
Mm-hmm.
fair with me. So that's all I have to go on. But if I was a betting man, I bet you his dude that he claimed he getting ready to marry, I bet you
Mm,
that dude is disgusted with him. Because how the fuck you gonna say that we all 1099s and then explain
exactly.
away the fact that you keep arguing with this man and saying sometimes family fights. Well, no. We not family, right? We
Right. We
1099s.
1099s. Right.
You don't
Right.
care, but you cannot even let this man talk because you so touched in your spirit because you can't control how he thinks. And that's one of them things where he gives so much advice to us as younger gays, and he
Mm-hmm.
don't even have no self-control. You got a
Well, I think
platform.
he envious of younger gay men. I think he's envious of the way that you
Mhm.
guys live your life out loud. That you don't make no apologies. You're not ashamed to say that you gay. You know what I mean? I think he was so bogged down with religion. And Jay Wilson is my age. We are peers. Do you see what I'm saying? And when he was coming up, you couldn't be open like it is today. You know what I mean? And I think that he envies that, and I also think that he wrestles with himself, right? He wrestles with himself. Now, when it comes to Brian, I think he's very attracted to Brian. I think he
No,
does. He get off on arguing with Brian. Do you see
Absolutely.
what I'm
I
saying? He's
I ain't
absolutely
gonna say
verbally
attractiveness a
abusive.
little.
Uh,
I ain't gonna say that. I think he can. It's something like a fatherly type of thing. Like Jay Wilson's is, I don't know. He think I don't know. It's kind of weird, man. I don't think it's sexual attraction. I'm not his type, and he has a man. I think he try to be somebody daddy, but he ain't got no kids. That's what I think it is. I don't
well,
think it's
it's his fault if he
sexual.
don't have no kids, but I disagree. I think he's very sexually attracted to you. I don't think that it's fatherly, and if it's fatherly, it's weird. It's in a weird what do you call it? Stunning what they call it, homoerotic way.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
very weird.
I don't see
It's
that.
like it's kind of like race. It's race play. It's very weird. But I'll say this: I think that yes, he talks to some people with a condescending tone, and he
Mm-hmm.
does tend to preach and preach and preach things that he's never able to actually accomplish himself, which is very
Mm-hmm.
ironic. But
Yeah,
I
I
definitely know
agree. Yeah.
because of our energy, when I'm pursuing a guy that may want to be pursued by a dominant presence, then I
Mm-hmm.
do it that way. And with his
Mm-hmm.
aid, he
Mm-hmm.
knows or he thinks that
Mm-hmm.
certain guys, I'm not going to use Brian as the example, are
Please
attracted to
don't.
certain
Thank you.
things.
Thank you so
And
much.
because he's so old and really not
Mm-hmm.
in the game when it comes to what we got going on, he will
Mm-hmm.
morph himself into any energy that he
Mm-hmm.
thinks that Brian wants in order to try to get him. I know exactly what he's doing. And let me say this.
Yeah.
Jay Wilson is less than a man. Because if he wasn't able to be the bigger man like you and accept the difference in opinion and move on, I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing that bootleg pastor ever has to say to us about emotional intelligence in
Thank
this
you.
fucking sector ever again
Thank
because
you.
he's the
Thank you.
least emotional intelligent person in here.
I
Yeah, you're
swear
right.
he real sissy. And they go for you too, M. Bernadette, if you in the class still listening, bitch. Okay? Anyway, go ahead, Stunner. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because me and Lemon confronted him just on what Brian was saying about hypocrisy. King Roman News, pardon me. He made a video. The last thing he said was that you're a hypocrite. See, just because you're older than us doesn't mean that we have a brain, doesn't mean that
Mm-hmm.
we're not our own fully formed adults and males, and it also
Right.
doesn't mean that we're not smarter than you because you're definitely a preacher and definitely a hypocrite. Like, how
Mm-hmm.
can you talk about the fact that
Absolutely.
the people in the sector don't have no emotional intelligence and
Mm.
you crashed out 3 days in a row, back to back
Come
to
on.
back?
Come on. Yeah, it's time for him to take a break. He's starting to show his true self again. See, that's the
Oh
reason
yeah.
why when it comes to his channel, he have highs and lows, he ebbs and flows on his channel. Because when he
Hmm.
start going so long, he'll start to crash out eventually, and he'll start to
Hmm.
lose people. This has happened over the years several times. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's how he is. Now he is obsessed for some reason with Brian,
Hmm.
okay, and he just can't fucking let it go. All right. Now that's what's going on in my
I'm
opinion.
gonna tell you
And I
what it
know.
is, Mr. Levy. I'm gonna tell you what it is. He want me to be a typical gay man. I'm not like that, Mr. Levy. I'm not going to the gay pride parades. I'm not going S&D on Folsom Street Fair. I'm not that type of a gay man. I'm a confused gay man. I'm a man who talks to God and do irrational things like jump in my car and go on a rash emotional decision, go meet a guy. And you know, and I'm a weird person that's trying to figure out life, and I
Mm-hmm.
and I'm messed up in the head. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with him. He want me to be that uniform gay that's supposed to just, no matter what the issue is, pick the rainbow over over being realistical, over being, if that's a word, over being logical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that type of a gay man. I'm
Well,
a
he not that
confused.
type of a gay man either. See, that's the thing. You know, he is really confused about his, even now at his big old age, he is conflicted in his life. The reason why he conflicted in his life because he has studied the word like M. Bernadette, and he knows what the word says. He's conflicted not with the world, he's conflicted with the word. See,
I
And
there's a
you
agree.
hit it.
difference.
Oh, you
I
hit it
agree.
so good on a nail earlier, Miss Olivia. You said it earlier because I don't care if you go to seminary or not. You
Mm-hmm.
know that that's going against the word. You know
Mm-hmm.
exactly. You said it so good earlier
Mm-hmm.
because they have people that want to bring this homosexuality into the church and make it normal. We already sinning. We already going against God already.
They
Now you're trying
already
to.
did it.
Uh-huh.
They
So now
already
you want
brought
to.
it into the church. Look at
Nah.
Emma Bernadette. She a female Jay Wilson. And see what I mean by that is according to the world, it's fine. And what you want to do in your life is fine. It's between you and your God. You see what
That's
I'm saying? But
worldly.
I be talking about people like M. Bernadette and Jay Wilson, right? The reason why Jay Wilson is conflicted, he's conflicted with the word. He try to rationalize it or he try to
Hmm.
normalize it. At the end of the day, he is still conflicted in his mind. That's what he is fighting with himself. Do you see what I'm saying? And he come out online. Now I don't know what kind of hang up he got with women. Okay, but it ain't our fault.
Oh,
His
he
his
proved it.
problem.
He proved
Oh,
that he couldn't even be a. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Miss Liv. I got to get this
mm-hmm,
out. He proved that he couldn't even be an educated man and say, "Well, look, I don't think men should be fighting or competing against women." He had to be diplomatic about it
mm-hmm.
because in his mind, he don't give a care about the women. He care about these
Right.
trans women. He care about these gay men and stuff like that. Which I guess if you are, I mean, if that's what you believe in it. But
Yeah.
right is right and wrong is wrong, and you got to have mental illness to think that it is okay for biological women to get obliterated in their own respective sports or just in
Right.
life in general by these men. Leave
Yeah.
these women alone. They had to fight. They just now had to fight and get something. Now that they have something which is way undervalued, than they pay these men millions and
Mm-hmm.
millions and millions, and they still lowball these women. No,
Yeah.
let's talk about that. But I mean, the women had to fight for stuff, and you can't even
Mm-hmm.
say, "Well, I do think that the women should have their own thing, and we should uplift it and help them grow their thing."
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, whatever it can be sewing, it can be cooking, baking cookies. Women, let them have something. I'm a gay man, and I can say that I don't think that that's fair that this big old 8 foot man is beating on this doggone women in a UFC fight,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
so I
Yeah.
mean that's the least you can do. But I'm gonna go on mute for a second. I'll be right back, Miss Olivia.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, stunner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm gonna leave the trans topic and how I feel about that alone. I mean, they do fall under the umbrella. So I mean, I'm not here to bash them. When it comes to
Right.
sports, I do agree. I'm an athlete. It's just really as simple as males are physically stronger, and so that
Mm-hmm.
does make the playing field unequal. And that's how I feel about it
Yeah.
as it
Yeah,
relates
they
to
have an
sport.
advantage. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They do have an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I didn't come into the trans conversation. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just the hypocrisy is really interesting.
Yeah,
When it
Jeff
comes
Wilson is
to
something else, honey. Yeah, he had a fight with
his,
his own self. Yeah. Mm.
I don't. I think that his relationship is coming to an end, and I think that his significant other, like I said, is
Mm.
probably more than likely disgusted with him, just his personality, because he's
I
going
honestly
through.
don't think Stunner. Let me stop you right there, because I don't even think he fool with Mark no more for real.
Me
Like I
neither.
think that's been over with for a very long time. You
I
know what I mean?
agree.
I don't think that he has anybody in his life. You know, I don't
Hmm.
think that he has a relationship right now. I honestly don't. And perhaps that's why he's so grouchy. I don't know, but I don't. I think that the Mark situation has been over forever. You know what I mean? Like honestly. And so I don't know if he have a new boo or whatever, but I know he ain't got that Mark situation no more. You remember when he was, trying to insinuate that he looking for rings to get married and all of this and all that to Mark, and I don't, I think that man been long gone. Like I really do,
Yeah,
I
because
really do.
who don't want to be around somebody like that? I mean, just think about it. Like, think
Yeah.
about how him and Brian are not in a relationship, but just think about how immature you are as a
Oh my
communicator.
God. Yes, absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
you're
I got
literally,
50%
first of
on my
all,
battery.
we grown. So you
Uh huh.
lying. You literally
Right.
are taking this whole demonic word, hanging on it for dear life, when they
Mm-hmm.
proved that he wasn't even
Brian just
saying that
saying
the whole
another
gay
Brian.
community was. He was just trying to use that as an excuse to kind of cover up the fact that he was being like overly aggressive, and he had totally lost control because the people in the chat, there was a lady that was on the link that said Brian did not call the whole gay community demonic. Then
Mm-hmm.
James Caldwell said it. Then Brian repeated it
Let me
like
put this
five
back up
times.
here because this. I think Brian dropped. I think Brian dropped off, and I think this him back. But let me see.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
It's
cause
probably
somebody tried to porn bomb me. Is this
Nah, nah,
Brian?
yeah, I accidentally dropped just now and I came back up.
Okay, I was just making sure, Chad, cause I was like, oh my god. But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I got 15% on my battery, y'all. We gotta wrap this up, Chad.
I was
Okay,
gonna
well,
say, Miss O, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to dip, Brian. It was a pleasure meeting you. Keep your head up, man. Be strong. And let me say this to you from one gay man to another man that's trying to figure it out. No matter what it is, man, you didn't do nothing wrong. And that's all I
Mm-mm,
want you to know. You didn't do nothing
mm-mm,
wrong. You being you, there's nothing wrong. And also, too, you deserve respect, man. When you get on YouTube
mm-hmm,
and you having a bad day, should nobody be beating you down and bringing up your
mm-mm,
deceased mother? And I just want to say that
mm-mm,
all of us are not like that, particularly coming from a guy that's a coward. Like, I apologize if that happened to you, bro, like on the real. And you didn't do nothing
mm-mm,
wrong. And the way you ended it when you said you was the bigger man, coming from a man, you were the bigger man. And I just want to know that, like, I just want you to know that, like, I acknowledge that and I see that. Thank you so much for letting me drop on the link, Miss
That
O.
was very
Um, oh, yeah, and I'll check
that
y'all
was
out.
very sweet, Stunner, and thank you
For
so
sure.
much for those words. Okay.
for sure.
For sure.
I'll go ahead and take that. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. Nice to meet you, Miss O. Thank you so much, Miss O. I've been shouting you out too, because I was
I
on.
know. I heard you. I heard
I'm
you
gonna
on
chime you up.
YP.
I was
Shout
on
me out.
YouTube. Yeah, I was on YouTube cameras. Me and her made a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. She's real cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I did another joint. And so, like, people want to hear the truth. They want to hear what you got to say. I think some people might want to hear what I got to say, but I can't click on everybody's link. Like, I'm not just
Mm-hmm.
because I can Thunderdome. And just because I did knock
Mm-hmm.
Hershey back out the chat, knock Vivian
Mm-hmm.
Jennings back out the chat, just because I
Uh-oh.
paid Tulsa Dust the way I was supposed to, and just
Uh-oh.
because me and Lemon did ask the pastor everything that we wanted to ask, That doesn't mean that I want to sit around in a thunderdome part of me just because I'm
Mm-hmm.
built like that. Me myself, I
Mm-hmm.
like a little bit of grown folks conversation. I
Yeah.
like emotional intelligence. Like if we're going to
Exactly.
say that nobody's emotionally intelligent, pardon me,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't
Mm-hmm.
have a conversation. Jay Wilson's show is the Jerry Springer show now. But 30
I
seconds
know,
ago,
right?
Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Springer he was yelling lemon on
Mm-hmm.
live roast. Then he straight lied on you, Miss Olivia. I mean, lied.
Oh, what did he say?
Straight lied on you.
What did he
Jay
say?
Wilson. Remember when the thing about the bathroom when he added to the story?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Lord, yeah. Child, he was live roasting his
But
tail
look,
off. Don't
but
nobody
he
think
had did
about
that.
Jay Wilson.
No, but the thing about it is the reason why I'm
Mm-hmm.
pointing it out. I don't have an issue with Jay Wilson. I like Jay Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is Jay Wilson says we don't lie roast
Mm-hmm. But he
over and
do.
over again at nauseum. We don't lie
Mm-hmm.
roast in the beef sector, and people in the beef sector have emotional intelligence. We don't dox in the beef sector. You sat back and let James get doxxed. You
Mm-hmm.
deliberately outright lied on you, and he lied on I think it was Sheffy or Hershey one time in the chat. He had
Mm.
said bitch one time, and the girl didn't call her a bitch. And so I
Mm.
typed in the chat, like, why you add the word bitch? Like, that was super. I was shocked. Because I was
Mm.
like, that's super messy because she didn't call her no bitch. So now you're proving that you're a liar as well, a
Mm-hmm.
hypocrite.
A
You got no
hypocrite.
emotional intelligence. You got
Mm-hmm.
a Thunderdome channel, which is a panel channel that you
Mm-hmm.
said that we didn't do in the beef sector. So
Mm.
everything that you said that we don't do down here in the beef sector,
Mm-hmm.
just 30 days later, you are all of those things. So
Ain't that
I just
something?
just pointing out the
Mm.
hypocrisy. I hope y'all don't get it twisted because he a good dude. He's struggling as well. He needs our
Mm-hmm.
help as well because he's clearly crashing out. But
Mm.
he's a hypocrite. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I know. But
All
thank
right,
you so
y'all.
much,
Y'all enjoy
Stunner,
this Friday,
okay?
and I'll see y'all in traffic. Y'all be blessed.
Okay, thank you, baby. Have a good weekend.
No doubt about it. You as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Well, y'all, look, I told y'all my, my phone was gonna go dead, right? But look, I guess Brian dropped down again. Maybe he got a phone call or something. Child, this conversation started a little more said bye bye bye. I like this comment said I'm me says nice to hear another male perspective. Right it is, right? Stunner is a really cool guy. You know what I mean? He always keep it a buck, you know. But he is right when it comes to Jay Wilson. Good to him, he don't even go there. I think that for whatever reason, Jay Wilson is attracted to Brian. Now, I don't know if he's conflicted. Yeah, you're welcome, Stunner. Anytime. I love when you hit the link, baby. Thank you so much. I think that I agree with Stunner. Like I said, I think that he's attracted to Brian. I don't know if he doesn't, if he's not emotionally aware enough to uh know how to deal with those emotions, or I don't know what's going on with Jay Wilson when it comes to Brian, but he loses it, honey. When Brian comes around, he gets so overly emotional. I'm like, oh my goodness. I like him too, CT. Stunner be keeping it a buck, right? Stunner be keeping it a buck, absolutely. But yeah, but he got Jay Wilson honey down to a science, baby. Cause he wasn't doing nothing but telling the truth. Okay. And so it'll be interesting to see if Jay Wilson responds to what Stunner had to say. Very interesting conversation. Stunner, he is a likable guy, right, Lynn Morris? Yeah, I would be interested in see if Jay Wilson responds to what Stunner has to say, because somebody gonna carry a bone over there and let him know, okay, that he was a topic of discussion. So Stunner is very intelligent. Yes, he is. It is refreshing, Yolanda. I agree. I like the way Stunner speaks. Me too. Is it Jessica? It is good to hear a brother who has self control and speaks respectfully. Absolutely, Miss 313. I love when he come over here and hit the link. You know what I mean? It is very refreshing. Like I said, you got Jay Wilson down to the T. Y'all, I don't know how we got here. I'm gonna have to rework this. And what is her name? M. Bernadette. If you still in here, honey. Um, yeah, you dropped down in my chat and you got what you got. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But those are my opinions. If you was looking for a moment, you definitely got it. But I feel like you was weak and you should have hit the link. Okay. And if you really want, if you had that much to say instead of doing all that typing, this is the beef sector. You said you've been around since 2016, and absolutely that you should have hit this link, girl. Okay, but anyway, honey, I wish you luck in your endeavors. Okay, as well as Jay Wilson and everybody else, right? But y'all, like I said, I wasn't talking about relationships as far as the world go. I was talking to Jay Wilson, people like Jay Wilson and M. Bernadette, cause people like that know what the word says, right? They have a form of godliness. They shun godliness, and they have a form of godliness, and they have a form of godliness simply because they want to justify what it is they're doing, because they know according to the word that it is not cool. Okay, so that's how I feel about it. But anyway, let me get off here, y'all. My phone is about to die. Um, Child, y'all have a good weekend. Thanks everybody for joining me. If you came in late, please be part of the replay game. This ended up being a really good conversation. You know what I mean? I didn't expect it to go, where it went, but child, it went. Are you suggesting that there's something from college? You a mess, cosmic girl. I don't know what they suffered from, but child, I think they're suffering from lying to themselves, okay? You have a great weekend. All y'all have a great weekend. Y'all please check out my product tag bag, right? Let me get off here from the phone all the way down before the phone is all the way gone. And thank you for everybody for joining me, everybody, right? Um, and so yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend. I love you the way that Christ loves you. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.